Okay, hello. Let's do this again. Let's do this heckin' again. I already did a whole intro and then although we have ads soon though, right? Don't we? This is why I don't like. Oh my god. Ah. Wait, what? No. There's one stuck. Look, there's one stuck over there. Can I bop it? I cannot bop it. There's one stuck. Did a Fimsh push it in there? Because I think I saw one got stuck there because the Fimsh interact with the Plinko balls. Yeah, there you go. There's that. Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for attending Little Witches and Astatin. Wait, do ghost Fimps interact with? No, they don't. You broke it? You did not break it. It's just a quirk of having the Fimsh touch the Plinko ball. Eventually it will escape. One day that Plinko ball will know no bounds and escape from where it's stuck at the moment. Because I guess it's brokered, I suppose. The Fimpshies are eating. But yeah, we're doing Fimshnet stuff again today. But instead of working out how to put like text in 3D, because that seems like a dumb idea according to last stream. Yeah, there you go, it popped out. There you go, it popped out. We're just gonna continue on with the actual game part and the protocol and making sure things don't desync and all sorts of shenanigans. Fimshnet, yep, Fimshnet using the FoIP, yeah, something like that. Something. Okay.
FoIP.
FoIP. FoIP. 4IP. What? Okay, so last time we commented out literally everything inside a player because we're like, nah, fuck that, we start again. FoIP indeed. So I think we need a, well, like, okay, we have two avenues. We can either do the hand interaction, like just jump to it, give the player a hand and like be able to hover over cards and like click on them and stuff. Or we could like do the actual network multiplayer stuff and then do that. We should probably do the network stuff because it's like, but how do we guarantee it's gonna be the same order? Because I guess we'll need, what will we need? We'll need a order of connections by probably whoever created the game, and that gets sent to the other people. Does that mean we're gonna designate a host? Are we gonna designate a host? Because like another thing we need to handle is like if someone disconnects, when they connect, we want them to return. So we need to store the data of recently removed players. And so part of me was thinking like maybe we have what do we have? Maybe we have the server store data for a server. Like a server can who puts the data on the server though? Anyway, okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but basically Fimshow needs its own networking little thing. So I'm just gonna call this communication.rs to make it different to the other networking. So we'll go obstruct Fimshow command. communication. Should it be communication or well, yeah. So this is the data we'll be sending between clients. So we send it to the server, and the server sends it to everyone else, except for yourself, which is good. So what do we actually need? So we do need an order of magnitudes, because that's usually what follows order. We need to have an order of players and have that be consistent, and we need that to be shared with all the other players so they know the order, and we also need some other stuff. So I guess do we have like a designate host command? Like, should we have a like hello, I'm a host command that we send to people when they join? Because if we do that, then when anyone joins, who is assigned the host will send that command.
Mean pin how cute.
Hello cat, hi. Hello. We're just working out the architecture. Actually, maybe this is what GIMP is for. I remember like drafted an architecture for a more complicated communication system. Like what I've done for the server is very basic, and I've done it a few times, but I've never done it for like an actual communication system. Yeah, how you doing, cat? FoIP? Yeah, FoIP. Fimsh over the IP or over internet protocol. Exactly. I did not create it though. Someone very clever did though. Although I did program FoIP essentially. And I should make it have an option of allow peer-to-peer so people can get better ping. Anyway, that's getting very far ahead. Very far ahead. You're good, how's Al? Al is excellent. You know what? I had improv today. And I went. Unlike last week. I didn't go last week. Things were messed. But anyway, I went this week, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like improv, and you know, after the class, like before now, like all of my teachers, they've been like all right, and like they're a teacher and they feel very teachery, and it's been like meh, it's been okay. But this class, oh my god, my teacher's amazing, and they are very comfy and very like open and expressive and stuff, and I really like them. And so after class, I even felt comfy enough to be like hello, and then ask them like questions about my improv that I had during the class. And I was like, yo, are these thoughts what I like, how is this the correct direction my thoughts should be going in terms of like being better at improv and all that? Yeah, and like it's been a blast. Like I really like this teacher, and I really hope I have her for future classes too, because like it does not feel like a drag like at all. Because I don't know, they're very active and very what's it called, engaged. But yeah, they did make a comment of that I do have pretty good improv instincts. So I was like, oh nice, heck yeah, let's go. Improv instincts. And you know, I cracked out some good jokes. You know, my usual shtick whenever I make a funny. I don't know. I don't actually know when I make a funny on stream. Like, when do I even make a funny on stream? Like, I know I definitely can be funny with people in a voice chat, but I generally don't believe I'm very funny when I'm streaming, but I must be, surely. That was a Fimsh joke.
Station says Happy Improv Institute, all cute.
Happy Improv what is that word? Was there a Fimsh joke? There was no Fimsh joke, but one of my scenes, it started off me exclaiming how a bullet ricocheted and made a rat's head explode. That's how I started the scene off, and and my improv partner for that scene, they were like, "Oh, I thought this was like art class," and I'm like, it wasn't to begin with, but it certainly is now. And they were like, in part of like me saying it's not art class, they took their beret off and I replied to that with just saying like we have no dress code and like you can put your beret on, and so they put their beret back on, and I don't know what they said. Oh, I think they were still they had inquired more into that the class is in fact like the exploding animals class, and like if and something about like I don't remember the line honestly, but they were inquiring about the class and like if they can come back to the next class, and I was like, yeah, you're the beret and yourself the beret and yourself is welcome back at any time. So I got like a small amount of riz there, but it was like riz for the beret because I was like instincted ow. Oh yeah, I see. That's improv, isn't it? Well, it sure is. Yeah, exactly. Exploding animal class. Yeah, I know, right? Rizzing up the beret. Heck yeah. Do you implement a whole new iNet for us? iNet, like internet? Sure. Yeah, we'll have the FimshNet, and everyone will use it, and it'll have websites and I don't know. Rizzing up the beret. FimshNet, yeah. Yeah, that was one of the good ones. That was one of my more good ones. Fimsh sites, that's true. Instead of like you would dive into the ocean instead of surfing the web, you would dive into the ocean. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick dive in the ocean. I should look that up in the ocean. On the ocean. Oceans. They have oceans. Yeah, I had another one where I was a car mechanic. I know, right? Al as a car mechanic, what the? And basically, I had decked out my scene partner's car. Like I initiated the scene, so I was like, "Yo, I've decked out your car how you wanted it," and our prompt was like tadpole / frog. And so I was like, yeah, I decked it out so the rims on the wheels when they spin, like the front wheel is a tadpole and the back wheel is a frog. Like they show that up when they spin. So when they like zoom past people watching, they get to see a tadpole grow up. and we needed to get four cases of what was it? It was like frog juice or frog color, or what was it? It was like something about like frog essence maybe, and they didn't have it, and then some police entered the scene looking for illegal frog juices. And we pinned it on the dude whose car we were decking out, because they were meant to bring the frog juices with them, but they didn't have it. Riffs? What's a riff? Thank you for watering me, salad. Thank you. Also, you're right, salad. I should give that. I should give watering me. That should give back to the user. As well as myself. I'll do that at some point during the stream. I'll implement it. Ocean sites, Mekanma car. Owl trafficking illegal.
Statue says owl trafficking illegal frog juice on top of catgirl juice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have girl juice, cat girl juice, and frog juice. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I was practicing my uwus offline sometime, and I was like, oh shit, I did a good uwu. And I was like, why can't I do that on stream? It's a lot of juices. It is a lot of juices. Are you jelly salad? Do you not have enough juices for your salad? Are your mind juices not enough for your salad? Because it's basically mind juice salad. Salad needs some more dressing. Oh, is salad indecent? Oh my god. I mean, that's fair. Salad does go around using the what do you call it? What's the thing salad goes around using like all the time? Yeah, that. Yeah, whatever that's called. My memory, like my brain has deleted that word or whatever the fuck it is from my brain because holy, I don't know. It's got what even it's I don't know, it's like when apparently when a guy grabs their dick they're like asserting dominance, question mark? A plant grab? Oh. Okay, that's a bit better wording for it. I don't, you have to ask Salad. They are an expert in it. I hadn't heard of it before Salad kept on saying it and then got an emote and then used it. No, they grab their own Salad. Salad goes and grabs their own dick to assert dominance. That's what I'm led to believe, at least. Apparently that's something males do. Who knows? I certainly don't. Not in the slightest. Just to give more emphasis to D's nut strokes. What are D's Fimshes? Santa loves ranch dressing compared to ranch. Little Witch Oz, what the? Nani? Yeah, do you think Little Witch Oz actually owns a ranch in real life? Like, they joke about owning an airport, but they actually just have a ranch full of, like, pigs and horses and sheeps. Chat's getting sus, they are. They are. More like Little Witch sus. That's true. That's true. More like, or like, Big Sus Witch Oz. Although that doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Big Sus Witch Oz. Big Sus Oz though. Oh, that's got a bit more of a ring to it. But yeah, I quite enjoyed improv today. It was refreshing. It's really nice. Like you know, streaming. Streaming, you don't have immediate feedback from someone talking to you, but in improv you do. And not only that, in improv, the other person's helping you build a scene. They're helping you to build a scene. It feels really nice. It feels poggers. You're heckin' innocent, you're not Little Witch Oz. Like, actually... hang on. I have an update for Albot. Hang on. I gotta I gotta do a secret update. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. It's gonna be amazing. We're all gonna love it, hopefully. A secret update? Yeah. So what I'm looking for. So this is what I'm looking for. This is also what I'm looking for. That's also good. That's also good. Oh yeah, here. So what we'll go is we go. This is equal to wait. Is this the sanitized one? It is not. Uh uh then we go if hang on. I have the best we have the best okay, this is gonna be the best patch that's ever been added to Alba. Sanitize my input. Yeah, exactly. And all of that with and okay. So I have that. Now we go wait, it'll be hilarious. Wait, this is gonna be even better. Wait, this is gonna be even better. Great Barry, move the fish's internet. You feel like you're in danger? Why would you be in danger, little witch Oz? Wait, what should it wait, sorry, I need to get some wording right.
A statistician says Owl is preparing the mischief.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is gonna be flawless. This is gonna be flawless. Let's go. Okay, so that's the patch. Let me build it. I'll go build. Buildma? Yeah, Buildma. Asterton, thank you for ranking up a little bit. I was preparing? How the fuck did I end up at preparing? Alice preparing the mischief. Oh yeah, I hope this works, cause like, ooh, it's gonna be good when it hits. It's gonna be good when it hits. Pro-litter rain? Pro-litter rain, huh? Okay, so it does build. And I heard myself disgust. I mean, if anything, it's just a reminder I should work on my voice. Okay, so let me put balls on screen, like so. Close overlay, reopen overlay. Okay, there we go. Perfection. Okay, so the patch is in. The patch is in. So it'll be hilarious whenever that goes off. I kind of hope it's today, but I have a feeling it might not. But then, who knows? Who knows? Oh, hopefully I've done the patch correctly as well. TOS friendly balls on screen, exactly, yeah. Why is the package not called Alphalay? Because there's an extra O there, I guess. But yeah. How can I, like, I kind of want to purposefully trigger it, but I don't know how to. Wait, hang on, did I miss a message? Did I miss a message? Oh, I did. Which one says I shouldn't, but the intuition be like, Masaka stare. Build my Masaka stare. Pre-tearing. Oh. Oh, TOS things I'll say. True. What do you mean, Little Witch Oz? You shouldn't, but intuition be like stare. Wait, I don't understand. Anyway, patch is done. Okay, we got that out of the way. Time to go back to the Fimp show. Fimp show. Okay, so we come back to this scene. This is the scene where it's at. Yeah, imagine playing with Little Rich Oz. Like, do they get an advantage because they are an airport, so they can just like fly in a new card? Probably not, right? Yeah, you could just like hire some undercover people to like slip you some cards or something, just like under the table, along with other things you have going on under the table. Footsies, probably. Who knows? Who knows what Little Witch Oz does when they're playing I guess we'll find out one day when Fimp Show is made. Oh, the whole encounter, nice. Okay, so how do I make this? Did you miss Erlang and Habanero? You did not. You did not. I forgot the Habanero. But tomorrow I have to go to the shops to get internet for the next like 5 days. Not including tomorrow. And so they will be tomorrow, I think. Unless I get bored and do it today. But I don't have Habanero, so it'll be Erlang. Yeah, I am on my internet thing, that's right. So we have the whole internet thing and it's on the server, but we have to make I'm trying to work out the communication between clients and how to do that at the moment. Yeah, hello Maple. Hello. Hello. But yeah. The cat girl juice trafficker is suspiciously friend with the owner of the international airport. Not saying there's any corruption going on there. Oh man, there's so many ways I could go with that. Some of them might be a bit too close to home though. Holy. Alright, because they are an airport. Oh, I see. I understand where you're going, Liquid Cake. Oh my god. The lore expands. The lore expands. Do you like my Fimsh bowl? I made a Fimsh bowl. Not like this. Not like what, Little Witch Oz? Why did we get black as a color again? Cancel. Okay, so we need to what do we need to do? So we need to go players have an order. So we need to have a master order. Players need to, do we have a quote unquote host? We have to have a host, right? Well, okay, the problem I'm running into right now is clients. Well, do we care about hacking? That is the question. Thank you for watering me, Exia. Do we care about hacking? Because like, if we don't care about hacking, then every client can just know all of the cards in everyone's hands. But if we do, so cards in hand. But if we don't care about, so we go don't care. This is the don't, and this is do. Client. If we do care about hacking, this will just have number of cards in hand plus their own. If we don't care about it, the client can know the cards in hand. Thank you for attending, people. Hello, controller. Welcome in. Wait, did I miss something? Perhaps that you are investigating self-ownership, getting some recursion in there, you know? Oh, true. Yo, wait. Does that bring a different meaning to like self-love and self, like all the other selves in the same region? Like with that recursion, doesn't that just go wild? Self-maintenance, one could say. Is there a crypto solution to this? Not cryptocurrency, but actual cryptography? Well, I mean, like, sure, but like self-own, you mean? Well, we're deciding if we care about hackers or not, because at the moment, the server holds no data. It holds no data, and even if it was to hold data, we would still need to appoint a host. And then yeah, I don't know. The general thing is only send things to give client as much as needed and make sure the server is authoritative. Yeah, so that's like the number of cards in hand. Yeah, but the problem, quote unquote problem, is that the server is just a manager of a group of connections. It is not a game server, it's a manager of a group of connections. Why do you need the host? So the host, like the only reason you would need a host is for hackers. So if you don't care about hackers, people can have cards in the hand, and then people will be able to submit any card, and it won't matter. Whereas if you have a host, so like if you do care about hacking, you need to check if they have that card. Whereas if they're hacking, they can just submit whatever card they want, and like by default that's what it would do. There's some cool crypto protocols which allow you to do things like add up numbers without actually knowing what the numbers are. Yeah, but all of that can be reverse engineered with like any amount of effort, really. There may also be spectator, which can get all the cards in both hands. Yeah, that's fine. Spectator is fine. Like spectator will be like by default. I think if we go with we don't care about hacking, all clients will know about all hands and cards. Although, wait, do they need to know that? They do when drawing a card. Oh, the deck! The deck is gonna need to be synchronized. Ah, shit, not the deck. Not the deck! The server doesn't have game logic inside anyway, you can't care about the hacker. What if the host is hacking? Yeah, well, that's the next level. That's the next level. If we do care about hacking, how much do we care about it? You finally figured out how to use Jack. Oh, nice, Foss. That's nice to hear. You don't think cryptography can stop an evil client if there's a host? You have spectators too. Congrats. Yeah, congrats, definitely. 5 points till next rank. Nice. Sour variety viewer. Still 4 points. You can't reverse engineer crypto protocols like that without knowing the private key, or maybe with quantum computer with sufficient power. Sure. We have more pressing problems than that though, because like these are only things that we care about if we care about hacking anyway. If you care about hacking, you'll need to have game logic inside the server, and the clients would just be displaying what the server tells them to do. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because if the server just holds the data that is valid, and then you try to do something that's not valid, and when you like if the server holds like everyone's hands as well as the deck, and you pretend to draw like an ace and there's no aces in the deck, or the next deck card is not an ace, then it'll be like, yo, this is hacking. And that way the server doesn't need to do anything. It just rejects that that action, which we will be able to do on client side, because you'll have a verification check, and that way you don't need you just need the server for holding valid data. But then again, if you're the host and you create the game and you hack it all in to start with, like after that all the cards will be quote unquote hacked cards. But that's from the very beginning, and after it's begun, it is fine. But it's easier to assume against your better judgment, and what the programmers playing the legendary friendship destroying game won't also play dirty with the protocol. Yeah, well, like that's the other thing. It's like, do we actually care? Like the cases where we care is if people that are not joined to the game can affect the game, which they cannot. Is that true? Is that true? Yes, that is true. They cannot. If people are... yeah, okay. Is that true? Because like, as long as you have, if you're playing with trusted people, then there shouldn't be any hacking. TM, of course TM, because you know it's the internet, but like maybe that much of a guarantee. If we focus on only not giving out free information if the information is not something that should be free to give, so if you're not in the server, it's not going to give you the information of the other people or the game, especially if the game is in progress, and so you can't have people come in and hack it while the game is in progress. Yeah, okay. I think that will be... I think that's the limit of the quote-unquote hacking dilemma. If both hacking server won't stop them, it should be... Should it be a cheat mod? A cheat mod? What? What if it's a game where both players know everything at all times, like chess? It's you know. The clients decide on what's happening for the deck, for example. You can either have one host who chose and could manipulate, or you have a common seed that everyone could see the content of the deck. Chess resources well, turns shared, so I guess not. See, having a seed for a game is interesting, because we're going to have a deck that is in a certain order anyway, and that's going to be set at the start of the game, and then if we have to reshuffle a discard pile, that will just happen on whoever's turn it is for drawing. But that would invite cheating though. Oh, but we don't care about cheating at that level, because at that level we're presuming you're only playing with trusted players, and as long as we make sure we have enough defenses of people from outside the game to not be able to influence the game, then it should be fine. You say something for something like, it should be easier to have the logic and hidden data in the server. Both clients generate a random number and the seed is the XOR of the true number. Both clients? You're gonna have up to 8 people, or at least 8 people, if not more. You share a salted hash of the seed to the client so you can verify the server actions. Only verify after the game, or after the game when the server sends the real seed. Both clients generate a random number and the seed is the XOR of 2 numbers. The XOR. I forgot what XOR does exactly. Sorry, I'm a scrub. I've certainly used it before. Right. And both are true. And oh right, if they're both the same value, then it's false, and if they're opposite, then it's true. That's true. And then you can just cascade that, right? Because if you do an XOR between multiple, it just cascades through. Although this is vulnerability for one player's naughty whiles. If they are the host, they can throw a bunch of numbers in, and one such that XOR is advantageous to them. Yeah, I think once the game started, we will consider all clients to be valid. Cause well, one at this very moment, we're just sending JSON back and forth over and over again. So it's not like we have stuff hidden. So people will be able to at this very moment be able to be like, oh, the data it sent was exactly this. No effort required. And so I don't think we care. As long as outside people that are not part of the game cannot enter the game and fuck things up for you, then we're gonna presume it's a-okay. And if we end up needing more security than that, then we'll get more security than that, I guess. Because basically the whole point of the server is just to tell people when a new player joins or when someone disconnects, and that's about it. And the server is just a common communication point. That's it. All the other information is shared between clients. So it's basically peer-to-peer, but we're using a server. And that will also mean if we ever do transition this into a peer-to-peer game, which is very possible, it'll be very simple to do. But that does mean we will need to have someone not have authoritative, I guess, is someone going to be the verifying, I guess what it comes down to now is, do we have one client that verifies the game, or do we have many? Peer-to-peer is not simple at all. I've done it before. It gets a little bit complex, but it's not that hard. Okay, we can do a sort of sanitation of the game. So when someone does an action, we can see if all other clients that are connected agree that action is possible. So at the start of the game, you'll have what will you have? You'll have someone set up the cards and the deck and stuff, but then after that point, everything is technically known, so obviously you could like look into the data and like know what all of the deck is and all that, but disregarding that, like that will be like that's a different kind of cheating that we don't care about. But we could do the solution where if someone sends an action, everyone sees if that action is a valid one, and if they all say yes, then and only then will the action go through. And we just do that all throughout the game, and there will be only a few times where that's not possible, like reshuffling the discard pile. And yeah, I mean, like, even reshuffling, yeah, firewall crossing is painful. It is certainly something. What if malicious client refuses to verify actions? Well, like one of the things would be, like, if a client tries to do invalid actions, I think we just kick them, like, not immediately, like after like 5 attempts or whatever, and then I guess the vice versa. Or wait, not even just kick them. Like, we can, like, if a client, malicious, quote unquote malicious client, refuses the verified actions, we will send a force sync to them, and they will sync, and then we'll allow like one more, like, reapply the action again, and if it's still the only one after that, then we'll remove them from the game and then continue on. Like, that's not as much of a worry, but yeah, because I'm more worried about having games that are synced. I technically could have verifying of the actions and peer-to-peer without revealing the card. If the client sends to the other client a hash of the card plus a random number, how would that help? How would we do that? It'd still be cheating if the client don't secretly know opponent deck and try to verify cards which was not an opening deck. That's true. But we're presuming, like, once you're in the game, hacking doesn't matter, so this is more about making sure, like, yeah, okay, this is going back to hacking does matter a little bit. And then when they use the card, they could reveal the random number to be able to verify that the card was the one that was in their hand before. You know how to do the deck, though? So if the client is the only one to fail a verified action and is not the source of the action, they're either desynced or malicious. Yeah, that's why you send a forced sync after they fail. Right, proving that you had the card beforehand. If you publish a hash and then you can later reveal the data behind the hash that proves that you had it in your hand. You had that data at the time of publishing the hash. I don't think that will work really, because all it does is defer the knowledge that a hack happened until the card is played. I mean, like, the thing is, we're not gonna use like, we could do the whole entire public ledger thing. Like, I have done that before. But like, we don't care that much. Like, we care enough to make it slightly annoying to hack, and if people from outside a running game like, we actively make sure it's hard to get that information / impossible of an already active game, then we don't care beyond that. So reinvent blockchain, exactly. A squared, exactly. But we could do a public ledger, but we will not. Oh my god. Do not use cryptocurrency for your games. Your brain just went, task needs to be thinked about. It does need to be thinked about. So getting the game list. Oh yeah, there's two problems with the game list. When you try to check the hash does contain exact card under some random number, you need to prove or only guess. Yo, what if? Wait, no, that doesn't work, don't worry. Like, without having a server to generate the random numbers, we're fucked anyway when it comes to verification. Then we're reinventing proof of work blockchain. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, yo, this is very familiar. I've been there, done that. You know, you can draw only reverse cards or whatever because cheating. And no one will know your hand is full of reverse cards until you play them all. The protocol forces me to commit to a cheated deck, but doesn't stop me from having it. Man, this is some big brain stuff. This was a lot simpler when we were just talking about people connecting or not connecting. It's also how it works IRL. Yeah, I know. Huh, that's the 5th ace in this deck, yep. Okay. Yeah, I thought I wrote something in this file. Balatra Uno style? Is she wanting non-authoritative server? Yeah, I guess so. Like either one client becomes the host or we do the verification thing where at the start of the game everything is set and then when someone does an action we verify it between all the clients. Yeah, I've been Do you think there's a good way to solve this without authoritative server? Like like I said earlier, Foss, I have worked with crypto before, and they were very big on that zero trust. Yeah, I know. I've already been down there. You're too sick to think about this probably. I'm sorry you're feeling sick, or you are sick. A squared. Yeah, like I've been down the rabbit hole of zero trust algorithms and stuff. They're very cool. Also a little bit complicated and far more work than a simple Uno game requires. You agree with AT-Pi on this, unless you want to dig really deep into silly crypto academic papers on no trust maths? Yeah, I've already been through all the no trust maths. Like I've already been there. I've been there and done it. I don't want to go there again. So our goal is to make hacking annoying for people that are already in the game, to make that hacking annoying, and then people that aren't in the game to make it hopefully impossible for people not in the game already to get information about that game. And then with those two things, that should be enough to deter most hackers. And if we do encounter more serious situations, then I think this project has gone far beyond just like a fun little project, and it's more serious, and there'll be more developers presumably, and so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Fimsh coin to the moon. Even if you had a full zero trust system, that would mean each client would have enough information to predict every card draw. Yeah, that's true. That is true. One player tried to hack the hash, or must provide who the whole new witch of proof that contains all the hack cards. It would be so fun to over-engineer a zero trust thing. You will deploy your hacks only when the final for the $1 billion prize. Oh man, has anyone looked into what was it? Fuck, I have the name in the brain. There's the really popular zero trust. I think it's zero trust cryptocurrency where they had literally they were talking about attack they had where literally half of the authentication servers on each side had differentiating public databases, and so they basically had to like fork the entire public database to fix it, and so now that fork is like hard coded into it because there were not that there was no way to solve it, but because they were like in contest with each other, because usually the way someone knows their work is valid is like more than 50% of the validation servers all agree that it's valid work, and they got a situation where someone did something like very very smart but also like not good where yeah they fucked up the authentication servers so that half of them had thought one thing and the other half had thought something completely different. All the clients need to verify state, then they are able to know the whole state. Yeah. Card players later, remembering the whole cards left. Cards play now, give me your hash. Card players later, remembering the whole cards left / card players. Now, give me your hash. Blockchain people are insane. That's why any new cards check must be provided from the opponent and secretly be checked by a hash later. Are we going with just a simple verification system? Because it will be more work to verify someone's actions are valid. Because basically every single action that comes in as a communication, there will be a verify version, verify, and then there will be a commit version, more or less. Communication. Communication. Hello, Nora. Thank you for the spelling thing. Thank you. Yeah, I have a quick thing to do. Yarn? Thank you for the yarn. Through crafting, is there a way for clients to cooperate to generate a shuffle deck without knowing the deck? And you had each client individually encrypt each card, thus to draw all clients need to decrypt the next card. Maybe, that sounds like the one. That makes you think of Diffie-Hellman. Maybe each client produces equal share of a shuffle deck and hands it to the left or right player, then add their encryption key. Well, like this is all well and good, but what happens if someone disconnects? What happens if someone disconnects and then you want the game to continue just with only 3 people? That would invalidate 1/4 of the deck if you had 4 people. Just remove all of their cards. Everyone encrypts it, so everyone would need to decrypt it. Okay, hang on. So let me think about this. So that is true. A squared the generation of the shuffle deck originally. Yeah. So if we have P1, P2, P3, and P4. Now we know all of the cards in the deck. Oh, unless wait. I have an idea. What if oh, we're in an ad break? Oh, that sucks. Oh, shucks. Which means every player ends up knowing the whole deck's contents at minimum, where the cards are approximately based on the count of cards type in each segment. Right, this is going to be so much fun. Breaking this. We haven't even built it yet, and we're already talking about breaking it. So how many cards are there in the deck? So we have the first 10 plus 3. Oh wait, no, then that's times 4. So in a 4-player game, that would have 13 cards each. Yeah, Ufanad, yeah, exactly. Not the ads. Not the ads. What if the initial deck is in order when we give them to the players? Oh wait, then player 2 will know players 1's key. Player 4 will know player 2's key. Player 3 will know player 4's key and vice versa. Why are they all fruit ads? You're so hungry. Must be hungry time wherever A squared is. I'm waiting for the ads still, by the way. Does that stop cheating though? No, it doesn't. Because then by the end, when this player gets this, they know the numbers of like 13 of the cards.
A statistician says over-engineering Uno for fun and finches.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, we're all back from the ad. It is Fimsh feeding claim A squared, so I guess the ads are just matching up what you would see if you didn't have ads. So my original idea was maybe with the hash passing thing was like what if instead of passing them all in a random order, you give them all a certain order. So in this case, it will be each suit. So we'll have like each person has the same suit, and then they hash it, and then they pass it on to the next person, and that way we know all the cards are valid. But then like player 2 will know player 1's hash, and player 4, or like I guess in this case player 4 would know player 2's, player 3 would know player 4's, and vice versa. But then I was like, that's okay, because when the deck comes out at the end, it's going to be all 4 hashes applied, and so they won't actually know. They'll have like half of the secret keys, but not the other half, and that's probably fine. But the problem comes with this this first one. Let's say this is hearts. If this is hearts, if this is all hearts, and we know that from the beginning, player 3, when they apply their hash, they will have 1/4 of the deck. They'll know the values 1/4 of the deck, and that also means everyone else is going to know 1/4 of the deck. So I don't know. I mean, what we could do... Okay. How about this? What if the server does have a hash? So when we create the server, it'll have a function that's like hash this, and then it will return back hashed data. But then when we come back to like the whole hackers thing, they will see it, won't they? So each player gets 1/nth of the deck, and then the hashes are all sorted, redivided, reshuffled n times. To decrypt, you ask the last shuffler to deshuffle and then pass the previous and previous. Yeah. You agreed that may be shuffled. Each player gets 1/nth of the deck, and then hashes are sorted, redivided, and shuffled n times. Oh, so you go... Wait, are you saying you get the deck, you divide it into 4th, you apply hash, you collect the deck again, you divide it by 4, apply hash again? No, then multiple people will apply the same hash. Unless you mean divide it by the deck into a 4, apply a hash, and then pass it on, and then pass it on again, and then pass it on again.
Tate Harinabu says you QT3 have many headbutts 9 and 3.
Thank you very much, Takada. Thank you. There's an inherent issue where you combine sections of the deck without anyone knowing where their segment ended up. Well, like we can just get an array of the hashes. If we just have the array of the hashes and then we just randomize it and like shuffle, then like whoever hashed it last will always know their segment of the deck though.
Tate Harinabu says pat 3.
The TTS read Japanese finally. It did not. That was a patch I made a long time ago. So it uses your login instead of your username, because logins are forced to be in English. Well, the apply hash is just something like hash random number and hash the result. If you keep the random numbers to yourself, we hand out the hashes. What if the server was to have a random number? Oh, but then everyone would know everyone could reference the server's random number, right? Or unless you give the server hash this function and then an unhash this function. Would that work? If the server has a hash and unhash function, we get hash and then unhash. Although then everyone can do it, right? Unless you make one specifically for each player on the server side. Basically the real username, yeah, exactly. Don't think we know anymore. Well, the original one was like, do we or do we not care about hackers? And if we do, how do we go about doing that? Because if we don't, everyone can know what's in everyone else's hands, and they will also be able to submit any card. If we do, we're asking ourselves, what level do we care about hackers? Like, do we care about clients having other cards? Because then, like, we could keep the number of cards in hand, and check if they actually have the card and a few other things. And then that's how we got onto other stuff, because we moved over to this one here. Yeah. We think we're trying to make it so there's no central server, but players can't just know what's about to be drawn. I mean, I guess so. Like, I don't think we actually care about that, though, which might be the ultimate factor. I don't think we care about that, because if we... Okay. So if our security rule set is... if our security rule set is exactly... we make a set of rules. So number one is once in a game, you are considered trusted. The other one is can't get active game data. Now the problem with this is the problem number two is if you disconnect, how do we rejoin? Hello controller, or welcome back. Real question is probably, do you want to spend days to make a hacker safety centralized protocol, or do you want to make a game? Well, the thing is, if we make it generic enough, we could just use it for every game, and then we just have like this amazing little library that we can just slap onto everything. The answer is to spend days working out how to make a hacker safe decentralized protocol and throw it away and make a unique game. Wouldn't that just mean people can just spam whatever that public key checking thing is until they hit the right value? But I guess it's fine. I guess, okay, yeah. Can't get active game data 3. We have 3 fails equals restriction. So, okay, number one, the complications of number one is playing with randoms will be risky. And I think that's going to be inherently true, regardless of what anti-hacker methods we do, because you know we've all seen Overwatch, we've all seen League of Legends. They have hackers and they spend a fuckload of money to try to prevent hackers, but they don't. They can't. They're like, it's gonna be impossible. There's no way we have a, well, okay. If we make a security system that is quite literally unhackable, then we've just made a fuckload of money. And holy shit, we finished life at that point. Just use RSA 4096 or ED 25519. That's infeasible if you use any modern crypto algo. Playing with randos is risky. It's true of all games. Yeah, exactly. Why not put the game logic in the server? Because the server is generic, number one. The server's generic. Two, it just handles grouping players together, and so if I make other games, they can use the same service to find their own games. Like, I guess I'm using it as a intermediary, so that like you don't have to have specialized server things, just something that passes the data to and from other people that are joined and verified in your game. Be pretty good against a hacker for turn-based. Use a authoritative server, you're set. You're gonna have to get shopping, but you want to confirm message incorrectly assumed you're being silly with that comment first because you think it could be read harshly. If not, if it's since it's turn-based, you can deal with slight latency. So the server does not hold the game logic state. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I could make it so each game server has data that it can allocate, but that brings in all sorts of other shenanigans, and like it brings in the opportunity for users to give the server like more data than it can handle, for example, because we're dealing with unverified input at that point. Quite potentially at least, and so that's more risk than it's worth, I think. And so just making hacking annoying when you're playing with quote-unquote trusted people when you're in a game will be more than enough, I think. The Super Mario Maker 2 servers are an example of how matchmaking only servers work. That in that experience is miserable because it's client to client. We're not doing client to client per se, I don't think. Who would actually want to finish a game? Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know, it'd be nice to only need like one piece of software and be done with it, or working out what servers are active and how to join and leave servers. Finishing games for losers. I want to finish this game, so I guess in that case, yo chat, I want to become a loser. I want to become the biggest loser. I want to finish this game in the biggest way possible. I will become the biggest loser. Oh my god. Flashbacks. This is Rust. We only make game engines, not games. Hey, I've set aside my days of game engines. You played last night and won. Oh heck yeah. I can't wait until you're able to play Fimsh and also win against me and many other people. In competition of whose current game project is furthest along, finishing a game causes you to drop out and reset. I don't remember the context for number 2. Do we want to verify? Okay, let's make the game with nothing complicated like verify and commit. Let's just make the game and then we'll add verifications and stuff. Like when we want to do some cool things. Your head is gonna explode? Oh no. Goodbye, A squared. I'm sorry, your head's gonna explode. I hope it doesn't. A multiplayer Tetris game, you made a server authoritative and you made it so clients predicted the server as much as possible to avoid lag. If the server were to have game state Y, are you concerned about the input? The player just inputs what card they're going to play and the server already knows what card each player has. Well, because that will be allowing hackers to put data on the server, no? Because at some point we would have to have wait, what if the server gives out RNG numbers? If you can ask the server for an RNG number and that gives it to everyone the same one, and does that solve it? So if we give it to like 5 people, oh, the games would have to be deterministic though, because if we go shuffle, they all shuffle with the same RNG. Like that doesn't solve the problem though. They would all know the order, and so the only thing this stops is what does this even stop? I don't think this stops anything. If the client is just saying, I'm playing my second card and not I'm playing reverse. Yeah, but who has the information for the second card? Like the problem with having data on the server, like I did consider having each game server having server having some generic data, but then we get into the same problem again. You make cards as numbers and shuffle every turn with only checking exact encrypted input from the enemy key at the end of the match. At the end of the match. You don't understand the problem of this having generic data that any user can upload to. Because like this generic data, it couldn't confirm or deny if something is possible without giving the data back to the user or like your whole party. If the server has game logic, yeah, but we're not making game logic on the server. What if we do have game logic on the server there? Yeah, but I was entertaining the idea of what if we could store data from the server or get a specific RNG value, like one at a time from the server. That would solve any of the problems we have. Not that they're really problems. Well, yeah, that's why we have the 3 base rules here. Once in game, every player is considered trusted, which I think is the important thing. Because when it comes to shuffling and predicting and knowing what's in each hand, this would be invalidated by the trusted thing. As long as no one from outside no one from the outside can affect your game, then as long as you're playing with people you trust, or you are submitting to the idea that you are playing with someone that is hacking, and so that would fall under the trusted thing. So if you're playing with friends and guest viewers, like, I guess it'll be fine, but viewers can hack too, so then when you're playing with viewers, it wouldn't be trusted. Well, in your game, all decks started deck from the beginning is known, and you may just pick random cards from side to side and check if there's if this is no extra cards. Well, like, what if you have a custom deck? What if you start a game with a custom deck? Because you want like a slightly different variation of or with different odds. What if Sarah is the person that started the match? Yeah, well, we could have that, yeah. The problem is if the problem is with one person being the host. So let's say this is the host, and then we have three children. I don't know what to call them. We've been doing too much ECS. So this host has 3 children, and they're like, oh yeah, the game's like this. What if person 2 is like, oh, the host disconnected. The host disconnected. And this one, oh, the host disconnected. If this person tells these 2 people that the host has disconnected, then all of a sudden, like, whoever's the quote-unquote host is now up in the air, and so if there is a function for defining the host, then because there is no host, they can send another command right after that for making them the host. But the problem with here actually is that we're fine. This is not a situation that can happen, because a player disconnecting only happens when they call disconnect, and you cannot call disconnect for another player, only yourself, and the server itself is in charge of who connects and doesn't connect. So maybe this is fine. So how do we verify? Well, yeah, because if the host disconnects, then all 3, so child 1, child 2, and child 3, child 3, none of them will be the host, but they will all know the host is gone, so the host disconnected, and then we would have to choose a new parent. But I don't think I don't think anyone can force this. So if the host does disconnect, there is a chance for a hacker to do something, but this is like an edge case. This is an edge case, because in the transition between the host disconnecting and then choosing a new host from these, which would have to be done amongst these 3 people, like, it would have to be chosen, and would probably just go whoever's turn it is or is coming up, depending if it was the host turn when they disconnected. And so let's say number 1 becomes the host, and then everyone verifies off that. So maybe this is fine. Well, yeah. So you would be trusting the host, but that's fine because if you're a streamer, you are the host, and as long as you don't get hacked on your own computer, you're going to be fine because you are the host, you are the validating entity. And if someone tries hacking, your client will be like, nah, bruh, nah, bruh, nah, bruh. And that will also allow for custom deck cards. Not custom, not necessarily custom, just like custom number of deck cards and variations and everything else. Okay. I think yeah. I'm gonna send a ping challenge to the host. What's a ping challenge? Like all the clients are currently sending all clients are sending ping pong back and forward to the server. And we get the ping of each client. But each other client doesn't know the ping except for their own. You think that what the other guy's called Statesville are guessing, arguing in modern OSs? What's Statesville? Maybe I don't know. Astatin? Dumb right now? Why are you dumb, Astatin? What? Any? May they be the host on their tone? No. Well, yeah. Yeah, so the host, because like what we would do is you're no longer
cute. Oh my. Oh.
You no longer have to trust everyone in the game. Everyone in the game. You no longer have to trust everyone in the game. You only have to trust the host. Because anything that the host doesn't agree with won't happen. And so if you're the one hosting, then you trust yourself, presumably. And so we go from like a bunch of people trusting either like each other, so there's many community, like I should have done it bigger. So we go from this person needing to trust all 4 of these people, and this one needing to trust all 4, and this one needing to trust all 4, and this one needing to trust all 4 in a web, to you having a host, and then that's 5 people I'm aware, having just these 4. These 4 just need to trust the host. And so if the host is the streamer or whoever's making the game, then that's fine. I think having a single host is good then. As long as you can't overwrite previous game state as the new host. Well, when the host disconnects. So like if the host disconnects and a new host is selected. Well, when the host disconnects, like everyone will have copies of what the host had already, and so whatever this person has, it'll become public knowledge for that turn, right? Well, then you know the order of the cards. Well, yeah, then if the host disconnects, then yeah, you would have to trust this person. So they'd all move to trusting whoever this person was, because like maybe there can be a vote. Maybe there can be a voting system. So if you have 3 people, so you have child 1, child 2, and child 3, they can all vote for people, and then in a tie, I guess it's just the RNGs in a tie. I don't know, like host disconnecting is going to be rough. And because the server already dictates that only the host themselves, as long as the other clients can't pretend to be the host, then they're fine actually. Okay. Oh yeah, that was a whole lot of big braining. That was a whole lot of big braining. So we are going to have a host. So the host is going to be whoever the first person is. And then the order of the children, well, the order of all the players does matter. But the order is defined by the hosts as well.
A Statinchen says gigantic brain owl.
Gigantic brain owl. Gigantic. Gigantic. Why do we say gi? Why do we say gi instead of gigantic brain owl? We say gigantic instead of gigantic. These are questions that will never be answered. Thank you. Wait, I'm still using my drawing tablet, so this is wrong. What do we actually need? Oh my god, typing. My god. Fimsh communication. Thank you for the pets. What do we need to communicate? We need to communicate the deck. Were we passing just the whole deck through? So we like set deck? How do we know who it came from? Oh fuck. How do we verify who it came from? Do we even have that data? We don't have that data. I haven't made the server send who sent it. Ah, fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to edit the server. Fimshnet. I was trying not to because it's already running on my big server. Well, it's not really big. It's just our server. Okay, so I think it's under under library, right? Player leaving. Receive game data. Yeah, so receiving game data. Choose host. No, we need who the game data came from. We need to make that something that other users can't. Like, we need the server to say who the game data came from. And so in this case, okay, where's receive game data? It's under Fimsh communications, which is here. So yeah, I guess we just make this a string, and when someone sends their game data, they don't put their ID or anything in because we need to verify it's from the correct user. The server needs to verify that, or like it knows who sent it, and so then this one, yeah, okay. My god. Okay, so we go receive game data. This just has this just sends a tuple. And we just pass in self-taught plays game data. Oh, IX is where the game data came from. So we go oh. So what are we filling up? Game data. Game data. Oh, here. I'll just add username here. So player dot username. Oh. Self dot layers at I. Well, does this matter? I go to print as ref. Okay, it does. Self.players I, the username. Yeah, okay, so we go username here, username. And then this just has username. Mismatch type. Oh, it's an option. Oh, I see. And I really should make that better. Okay, does this build? It does. It does build. I guess we'll just run the server locally then. Fimshnet. I'll go run release. Since we do know it already runs not locally. So if I put this over here and then we go into networking. Hello? Then we go 127.0.0.1.164. Do you think Ludwig Oz is still here? Do you think they're still lurking? I hope their wrists have recovered. Sounds pretty bad. Fimsh communication. Yeah, so we'll have set deck, which I guess we will. Do we care? Do we care? Do we need to set the deck for the client? I don't think for the other people. We don't need to, no. If we go, what do we need to communicate? Wait, we can't communicate to a specific person. If everything's verified through the host. How do we verify with the host? Oh no, why is my brain stopped? Why did my brain stop? Communication between my brain and my thoughts and the computer have stopped. They have halted. Well, set order. So this will set turn order. So for now that's just a vector of string. We also have well, yeah, okay, so if we just like okay, set deck, this would just be a vector of deck, I guess. Set hands, this would be a vector of wait, will it just be a vector of hands? Or do we need a reference? Because if we need a reference, then it'll be a string of hands. Because, like, at the moment, we don't care about, like, hackers or peeking into memory. Later on, we can remove the extra information when we get there. I think. So this needs to be derive, serialize, and deserialize. Hello, Flame Silver. Welcome in. Communication is not something we've imported yet. Yeah, I went very deep into cryptographic. How to prevent hackers from hacking in Fimsh. Probably far too deep. It was pretty fun though. We might revisit some of it soon. What am I looking for?
A statistician says hacking the Fimsh.
Hacking the Fimsh indeed. I am looking for Saturday. Version is equal to we don't give a fuck. But it's gonna have the features of derive. We also need. Do we need Saturday JSON? Wait, was there a reason I was using Saturday JSON specifically? I don't think so. Serialize, deserialize as deserialize. As serialize. Right? Yeah. Okay, deck, we need to import that. Did I not call it deck? Maybe I did not. What the? Hand. Really, we have that? I swear we have both of these. No. Oh, wait, we got rid of those. Right. Because we didn't know how we were storing a deck and hands in ECS. That's okay, though. Wait, this is only the player, though. That's fine. So we haven't made a deck or a hand, but we do have Fimsh cards. Oh no, we have Fimsh deck. We have Fimsh deck. That's what I needed. It's not just any deck, it's a Fimsh deck. We don't need a vector of Fimsh deck. We just need the Fimsh deck. And then a hand is a vector of a Fimsh card. Okay. Fimsh card, so if we come back here and we just import this. Right here. Serialize, deserialize. Serialize, deserialize. Serialize. Deserialize. Which color? Well, we have that though, right? Oh, I didn't do. Oh, right. Silly me. Deserialize. And this one needs serialize. Nice. So set turn order, set deck, set hands. What else? What else do we need? Is that it? So the host will only accept things from the host. Now there needs to be a resource for the host itself. So if we go obstruct Fimsh communication plugin. We implement plugin for the Fimsh communication plugin, we need to go use bevy prelude start. Then we'll import missing members. That does nothing for now, but we will need to set the host. So we need a resource. Let's just go host string and we go derive component resource. And I'll have deref and Developemnt. So when they connect, we're listening for a join game. So we go, so here we go app dot insert resource host. So we need to give a value. It does not have the merit. Joined a game. We joined the game event. We need the host as a resource mod of host. Then we need game info as a resource of game info. And we also need the event join the game event. So this is a event reader. So we go if joined game event dot length is greater than 0, then we go host is equal to game info dot 0. Game info dot layers at 0. We'll just keep it simple for now. And then this one will be by default will just be empty. We'll just check if it's empty and do nothing if it is empty. I will have to into this. Then we go dot add systems updates join the game. So join the game run if on events joined game. Do we need to arrange this? This needs to be mutable, question mark. Mismatch types. Mismatch types. What types are we mismatching here? I thought the whole point of the ref mod is that we didn't need to do .0. Resources. I don't understand. Unless it didn't actually apply. No, you're just not working here for some reason. Wait, so We need to add that in here. So we go add plugins, Fimsh communication plugin, player. So once we have a thing, oh nice, plus 3 points. Let's go. Um, you're trying to texture with your mouse even though your tablet's right there next to you. Maybe it's just a mouse kind of day. Is it going well? Are you making good textures with your mouse? And you'd be like, yo, this pog texture goes with my mouse, and then you can like flex on everyone. You're absolutely cooking. Nice. Heck yeah. Okay, so if we have the host, if the host is them, do we add the host tag to the components? I don't think so. I don't think that gives us any good information, does it? Oh, it does though. It does though. Because if they have the host tag, we can query the host's name without having to go through all of the players. Right? Well, that's some strong smelling nail polish. Holy. Holy. What am I trying to do? So, when a player... Give me the nail polish? No, it's my nail polish. I really need to like, a nail polish. What's it called? The coating thing. The thing that you put on the bottom and the top. The clear coat. One that's meant to like help keep your nails nice. The healthy coats. Player username, turn position. Is turn position relevant? Clear coat is weird. You always fuck your nails up. Probably need to let them dry more before you put it on though. Maybe you just have like an off clear coat, maybe? Don't know. How does it fuck them up? How does it fuck them up? Like the color or the nails? Makes them runny again and stripes them? Alright. It's almost Fimsh feeding time. build app. So when we join a game, oh, we need, okay. So whoever is the host, they will have the turn order. And so another that's set turn order. Yeah, that's fine. So we actually do nothing from feed you the Fimshes. Well, I have to feed the Fimshes to feed you the Fimshes. So really, does it mean when I feed the Fimshes, or if anyone feeds the Fimshes, are you actually feeding Asterton? Thank you for attending, Alloy. Thank you, thank you. Did you know if you feed the Fimshes, you feed Asterton? Thank you for attending as well. Boss. I really need to make that give out more points, because, yeah. Attendance. I guess next time attendance is going to be stronger. Attendance. Attendees. Attendees nuts. So what is that at the moment? Commands attendance, points taken, Great Fimsh stash. If the Great Fimsh number is greater than 0, get a range between 1 and the Great Fimsh number. With a minimum of 3. What? The minimum of 3, so it can't even just take a single one? What? Oh, no, yeah. The minimum between whatever this is and 3. So if it's 1 or 2, I'll always choose. Oh. This is maxing to 3. So you can get 1 to 3, I understand. Don't feed Asterton, especially after midnight. Attenuate the nuts. Let's go to the amount of points you can get minimum will be what will they be? Feels like there's too many close brackets. The minimum will be Great Fimsh number divided by 50, and we get the max between that and 3. Because if it's more than 3 points, yeah, if it's more than 3 points, then yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, really, I should have this also scale up the number of points you actually have.
A statistician says the Zeus staff is already feeding her well. Please do not throw food at the Astatin.
Why are you in a zoo? Did I miss some lore? Was some lore missed? Okay, there you go. Great Fimsh has been overhauled. And there's some unnecessary parentheses. Why would you not be in a zoo? Why would you be in a zoo? Encoding's overloaded apparently. Even though nothing changed. Okay, it's gone now. Even though nothing changed. I forgot what I was doing here. So we named a host. So we have someone that is a host. And when when you join a game, you set the host up. And in the players, right, you need to send the turn order to everyone. Oh, okay, so we need a resource for turn order. Do we have that under player? Turn position, we do not. I guess this is just another resource. Construct turn order. And this is a vector of string. And they're one of a kind. That's certainly true. I guess we also go turn order. So this is we go insert resource turn order. And here we go we need the mutable version of turn order. So I think we go turn order append and mut game info players clone. Yeah, there we go. And when we set the turn order, we need to send the command to all other people. So we go, well, actually, when someone joins, we also need to send all the data to all the other people. So we'll go send game data. It'll be an event. Thank you for watering me, Stewie. Thank you, thank you. How goes sending the Fimshes through a series of tubes? We discussed, it's been going well, but at the start of the stream we were discussing whether or not we bother with trying to stop hackers or not, and so we ended up talking about a bunch of hashing and cryptography, and we got to like all sorts of verifications, and then we were setting some basic rules for what we actually care about when it comes to hacking or not hacking. And so yeah, it's going well. It's going well. At one point we were considering doing, I mean obviously it's a meme, but we were considering doing just a full zero trust peer-to-peer decentralized Fimsh game. But that's almost certainly not going to happen. I don't plan on going into that side of programming again. I went there once. Don't want to do that again. Okay, so the host needs to send game data. So if you are the host, because when you join a game, if you're not the host, how do you know if you're the host though? You need your own game info. How do we know who we are? We have a username set. So we go player info. So here we go, if host is equal to player info dot username. And then we should send game data. Have a nice Fimsh slash, thank you. Turn order append. Yeah, okay, so we'll have an event called send game data.
Statention says introducing Fimsh, a revolutionary zero-trust decentralized protocol for Platinum games.
Yep. Play to name games. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Derive. What is this? What are we deriving? Why are we deriving? Oh, event. Podstruct. Send game data. So send game data. So here we'll go send game data event is a event reader. Send game data, and we go if send game data event dot length is greater than 0. And then we also check if they are the host. So if host equals and player info username. So we go player info. And we also have host, but the non-mutable kind of host. The non-mutable kind of player info. And then what? And we need to actually send the game data. So we need, how do we communicate? How do we communicate? Networking. We have a Fimsh client. Hello, Yui. Hello. Oh, this will have its own thing. Okay, I see. So update Fimsh client. Yeah, will it be part of update Fimsh client or will it be part of something else? How am I? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? I had improv today. That was a lot of fun. I shared some stories at the start of stream. I hope you've been well too. Should I have a send game data? Probably. Because if we go drive events, we go podstruct send game data, and this has a string as the data. I will need to make this public. And then add events send game data. Then do we just do this under update? Because like I think we do. Because we're borrowing this anyway. Where is it? We're borrowing this anyway here, and we do everything related to the Fimsh client here. So do we do it before though? Do we keep it separate and then order them? Let's do it here. So we'll go and game data is a event reader of send game data. We go for data in send game data dot read. I'm gonna sneeze. We go data dot send send command. Sorry, not data. Fimsh client dot send command. Fimsh commands. Send game data, and we just pass data into it, right? Yeah, that's it. Nice. Pog. Pog, pog, pog. And then after that, what? Nice. 16 points. And 16 points, you won't be explosive anymore. You'll be even more than explosive. Yo, what is this? I bought something I didn't know what exactly it was, but it's called Cafe Time, the brand. It has Manjaro on the front as well, but I didn't realize at the time of buying it. I didn't realize it had Manjaro. Oh, I want you to reseal it. Fancy. Nippon. Oh, this is made. No, that's importer. Nice. So I was looking at the Japanese coffee I bought. Maybe I should try one or two. Maybe I should try one or two. Send game data. Okay, that's fine. So we have send game data as a thing now. And over here, if they're equal to that, then we want to. Oh, did we double up? Because this is also a reader. Oh no, we've doubled up. Uh, 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 um,
I'm not done. Only chat is done.
Thank you for the Astatin Gamba. What? Mm, Oh, right, this is fine then. We just don't do this here. Yeah. So here we just go, we need a send game data. So we're actually on track where I had everything. So send game data event is a event writer of send game data. And then here we go, send game data dot send Fimsh communication set turn order, and we set the turn order to turn order, which at the moment it doesn't actually take in a turn order, so we'll fix that. Turn order, save. Asterton is getting lying. You are dumb. Nah. Imagine if Asterton actually lied. Oh my. Wait, they are though. They have to be. Wait, did we just reveal Asterton lies? Did we just reveal Asterton is lying all of the time? Is Smork confirmed? Or is what they're typing a lie, or what they said with their voice a lie? Which is it? Which one's the lie? One in chat if you're dumb. Oh my god, Asterton. A squared. Yeah, 0 instructions unclear. Yeah, but version's lying, you're saying the truth. Hello, Duckwrecked. Welcome in. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Or Alloy's. Alloy is dumb too. Well, that's good. That's good that that's good. Dumb is shorthand. Did you all know dumb is shorthand? Do you know what dumb's shorthand for? Dumb is shorthand for exactly this. So we got dumb. You see, dumb. It's short for definitely. Definitely. Ultra. Is ultra right? Ultra mega mind. There we go. Dumb is actually definitely ultra mega mind. Did. Probably a did. Probably a did. I think it has the ED there. Oh, definitely ultra minded. Mega minded. Or even just ultra minded, but mega minded sounds better. Sad face in the definitely. Where? Where's the sad face in the definitely? Where did it do it? Is it? Yeah, it's the Z editor. That's correct. Dinosaurs. Any. Oh my god. Nice. It's misnamed because it has nothing to do with Vasti Superior ED editor. It looks like crying face. It does, doesn't it? I mean, now it looks less of a crying face somehow. You've been checkmated. No, this was your plan the whole time. You just didn't inform people of this. You just didn't inform people of this. There was no. You were a gambler. You were doing gamba on people who wouldn't know what dumb actually stands for. You were gambling on that. This was a gamba that you were using dumb, and you use their preconceptions of the word dumb, and you're like, oh yeah, they totally think it means like not smart, but really the whole time it's why you say chat is dumb. That's why you say chat is dumb, because you're actually complimenting them. But they didn't understand. They didn't understand at the time. They didn't have the missing piece of knowledge. They didn't have the key to the knowledge. Because like technically everyone is dumb if you don't have the key to the knowledge. Oh, that's a horrible key. Let me try again. I'm trying to do like a cartoon key kind of thing here. Now it just looks like a bong. Later I'm too dumb to draw a key. Maybe if I do it like this. That's okay. They didn't have the key to your secrets. Your identity. Yeah, I revealed Astagen's identity. French people are like that sometimes. Not only was your entity being revealed, but your nationality is also getting dogged on. Holy, that's pretty rough. Dumbrot 13 is QH said. Secret messages abound.
Infinity Ultra Mega Munded Owl.
Thumbnail. French. Yo, question. I don't have my knowledge. I don't have my knowledge enabled at the moment. Why is it called French fries? Was it made in French? I mean, like, no one here actually says French fries, but everyone knows it's called French fries. But is it actually French fries? I'm pretty sure I heard a fact somewhere that it's not actually French fries, it's like Spanish or something. And then some dumb English person was like, oh yeah, naming it French fries would make sense. But I don't know, maybe that knowledge is wrong. Maybe my knowledge is wrong. French is a swear word? No. In Belgium? You stole it from them? You stole the fries from them or the French from them? Did you steal the French from Belgium? Yeah, this is West European, that's France, right? Never eat soggy wheat bix. West is left. French and British. Never eat soggy wheat bix. Never eat soggy wheat bix. That is spelled correctly, by the way. The superior wheat bix. Never-ending sour worms. Well, that'll just make you like hungry every single time, though. They were called French Belgium before. French Belgium. No fries, just French Belgium. What made them French? There's actually news. No, it's not. West doesn't come before south. You go clockwise like a clock. Hence, clockwise. You don't go, you don't go quarter clockwise. You don't do 1/4 clockwise, and then you don't do a 180 degree turn, and then you do a quarter turn counterclockwise. Like, this is what you're doing. You're doing clockwise 180 counterclockwise. That's how you get to news. You're doing some fucked up like circle logic. Like, just do clockwise. You're being silly. Oh wait, it is. Tricked us into forgetting. That's why it's a Z. What? That's why it's not counterclockwise starting from due east. Due east. NWSE. Never eat soggy wheat bix. Why is it not counterclockwise? Because no one reads a clock. Because you know we have clocks, so clocks start at 12 and they tick clockwise. And so because we already had a pre-established way of reading circles and directions, they were like, oh, we might as well use that. Yeah, I drew a clock just now. Is this clock that looks normal to me? Does it look like this? Yeah. Yeah, does this clock look like that clock? Like, this is how you work out if you have like one of those bad brain things, right? Like, from my perspective, one of them would look fucked up, and the other one wouldn't. If I have the brain thing, both of them look fucked up to you, but only one of them looks fucked up to me. It should be the way maths people measure angles. Don't eat bread. It's really good recreation. How do you know it's a recreation? How do you know I just didn't let myself draw it the way I think it should look like? Why we say doing a 180 when a 180 angle is a flat angle? We should say doing a 0. Well, because like you're talking about the amount you have a rotated clockwise or even anti-clockwise in this thing. So if you rotate 0 degrees, you go nowhere. You're still going to the right. And if you rotate 90 degrees, then you'll end up pointing down. If you go 90 again, see, like in this case, you pass this counterclockwise because you're going 180, because this is 180 now, 180 angle degrees, and so that's why it's 180, not 0. Because like at the same time, it's like, yeah, even more promptly, why don't we call it, what is it? It's like, what is it? It's 90 becomes, what is this? Well, that's 360, 450, 530, question mark? Why don't we just call it a 530 instead of 180? That seems wrong. Is it 360s back here? And then 460, 540? 540, question mark? Yeah, why don't we just call this doing a 540? So you don't even, in this one, it's a counterclockwise 540, clockwise and then counterclockwise. Like, it's even worse. This is a 540 degree turn. Hello, Bix. Hi. Hello. Yeah, look, I drew a clock. Are they both messed up? If they're both messed up, then I have that brain thing. If only one of them messed up, then it's correct with my perception. Which one's the messed up one, though? Because surely if I... Wait. If I draw the messed up one, and then try to draw if I draw the normal one and then try to draw a messed up one, does the messed up one I think I drew actually look like a normal clock again? And so could that be flipped for your perception? Like one of them's messed up because I drew it messed up. I drew it normally. Another one looks fine because I drew it messed up. Isn't 0 degrees? Not you too. Oh my god. Oh, don't hop on the 0 degrees. Not the 0 degrees bandwagon. The way you're turning or going is based on the amount of degrees you turn. So if you go 0 degrees, you're still going in the direction you're going. But if you want to go backwards, you have to rotate 90 degrees and then 180 degrees, and then you'll be going backwards. But if you want to get real crazy with it, if going forwards is 0 degrees, does that mean going backwards is negative 0 degrees? is -0 degrees backwards, and 0 degrees is forwards. Like how degen did we want to go? Oh yeah, I checkmated Astatin. Dumb is actually stands for definitely ultra mega minded. How do you feel about this? Checkmate. Checkmate. We also talked about French fries and how they used to be called French Belgium, apparently. Yeah, the Taekwondo instructor tell us to do 3/8 of a turn calling at 45 degrees. Given that information, I think your degree compass is incorrect. 3/8. 45, 90. So 0, 45, 90, 130, 125? Wait, 45. Yeah, 135. So 135, 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a tenth? No, that can't be a tenth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 25. 2, 75. No, that's not right. That's not 275. I know, we're adding it by 45. That's fine. 270. Is this 270? 45 is 30. Yeah, 270. Oops. 270. 315. 360. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so they got the eighths part correct. They got the eighths part correct. They just did not get the 3 out of 8 part correct. I see. So they should be called Belgian fries, yeah. Why are we even turning? Well, we were talking about never eat soggy Weetabix like this, and someone said, oh, what about news? And I was like, well, you're doing 1/4 degree, like 1/4 of a circle clockwise, then you do a 540-degree turn to go backwards, and then you do another 1/4 going counterclockwise, and so the order of events is clockwise 180 counterclockwise, or clockwise 540 counterclockwise, when we're actually should just be doing clockwise like this. And it's actually established because the clock, we already read clocks, and clocks go clockwise, and you can use them to do position. That's why we have someone's on your 6, because 6 is backward, like down, so never eat soggy. Someone's on your south, your 6, or they're on your 3 or 2, because it's like spatial reference, because everyone used to be able to draw clocks. And then I drew the perfect clock. This is the good clock, by the way. So do I have a brain disease? Question mark. Yeah. It's also correct saying nigh on cipher Veshen. Nigh on cipher Veshen. I'm gonna lie. All you think of when you think of Belgium is Brussels and the EU government. See, I thought Brussels was in Britain. No, not in Britain. In England. Brussels sounds like an England. Was it like city? Question mark. Brussels sounds like an English city. Belgium is waffle fries and funny accent. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I am clueless. I would not know. Waffle fries is American. What even is a waffle fry? Do I even want to know? The amount of people who think they're here in Austria. The amount of people who think that here in Austria are kangaroos is alarming. Do they just read Australia and go like, oh yeah, kangaroo? Do they think it's Australia? Like I've told people I'm Australian, they're like, oh, Austria? And I'm like, I don't fucking even know where Austria is, so like probably not. I don't know anything about Austria, nothing at all. Zero knowledge. Nie, like nie means never. Without soap to wash. Never on there. Seife waschen. Just remember the word wa as in where, because north-south are really easy to remember. We're going to be triggered. Austria is southeast of Germany. Southeast, so never eat soggy Weet-Bix. South east. So here. This is Austria apparently. If this is Germany. Austria. Our official main airport is Kana for specifically people who thought. Yeah, I remember you saying that in the past. That is a memory I remember. How the fuck do you get on like like Australia is like a 6 billion hour flight. And so if you're going to Australia, how the fuck do you end up in Austria and think it's Australia? Like well, they didn't go through the 6 billion hour flight. I think in Vienna's airport there's a place for people who wanted to go to Australia but to wrong flight. It's also Australia if that's Germany. There are people who can afford 1 billion hours. You know, only afford 2 hours per day. 6 billion hours is a lot of hours. Billion. How many zeros is a billion? So that's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, like this. Giga hour. .6 terasecond. So this is hours. If we wanted to put this into days, we'd have to divide it by 24. That seems hard. Yo, does anyone remember the trick where when you're doing a divide by, you do something like this and you put the number here and you put the 24 here, and then you write the answer above, and somehow that like helps work it out? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The billion in German is called eine Milliarde, and trillion is called eine Billion, and so on. Milliarde. Same in French. Miller is 1,000. Oh, so they go by like millimeters, and that makes sense. So they don't succumb to the Americanization of numbers. Oh, that's good. It's the metric. It's the metric version of the big number names. Well, it's time to. I think it's time to just discard English. My stream's gonna be German and French and Japanese only. I think we're discarding English. There's too many like icks. Too many Americanized icks. Time for Latin. The quad? Is that the quad? Quad. Well, if it's French, then it's not the quad. It's like something you miss the D's unless they're like in a special place. So it's maybe like a quad or core. A core. Or something weird like that. I know French words, they just like don't say the D's, and then the way they say words based on how they're written is well, without actually having learnt it and just knowing a few words is disgusting.
Psychic Salad says we decord.
Decord. Hang on, what does the French one say? What does the French one say?
Psychic Salade, c'est oui, d'accord.
Decor. Yeah, see, it dropped the D at the end. So if it's only if the D's at the start, decor. We decor. I knew it. I knew they dropped the D's. Milli is 1,000 in Latin, so every language that is Latin-based or uses a Latin-based word is superior. Yeah. Decor is okay, but it's fixed expression. It doesn't make sense grammatically. Drop the D. Yeah, that's what everyone should in life should do. Drop the D. Would recommend 10 out of 10. Like, no longer attached level. The French hate the ending of words, and 90% of the time they're not pronounced. Are you an expert in French too, Salad? Nora is dying. Why are you dying, Nora? What did I just say? Oh, my voice is dying. I know I said something slightly controversial, but I don't remember what it was anymore. I'm sorry. Thank you for watering me, Nora. I had predicted that redeem, so I was already drinking water, so I took another sip just in case. Oh, you redeemed a second time? Oh my god. Not the water. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for attending, Nora. French endings are super confusing when it ends with ent. Sometimes it's only the en pronounced and sometimes it's not pronounced at all. Oh yeah, but have you met English? We have like a billion words like that. 69 nice. Are you at 69? Oh, you are. Nice. What does Fimsh do? It makes the Fimshes on stream have a Fimsh effect. What is, I mean, if you live there, unfortunately you did not get to get the Riz language for free. It makes the Fimsh pulsate. I've forgotten the first one. Ansu? Is that F? Ansu? Or is that RA? Ansu. I don't know what the voice followed by 5 on top of the box kanji is. Deh. Ha. Or ha study. The word for study, I think this is the one with the person with like the sun rays coming out of the brain. Ni. I don't know the rest of this section. I don't know any of this. No. School student. School student. Wa. I don't know that kanji either. Tosu. You're not good enough at Japanese for this. You cheated. Or. Oh. That's what a French person told you. It's true. You know, anything Asterton tells me, I can just say a French person told me. Is that like a superpower? Je ne sais pas. Seems. Asterton reduced purely to their country of origin. Yeah, sadly.
A statistician says a French person told you, Fimsh.
Oh, fuck, they did, didn't they? I was drawing that. Dude, can we make a ball? If I go like this, and then like this, no, that won't work. If I go like this, and like this, and like this, and then like this, then that's a pretty bad ball. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom in that close. Ness. It kind of works, but it irks you. None. Am I sleepy? No, I'm just taking a mental break from existing. Do you ever do that? Just take a mental break from existing? What the? I need to not take a mental break from existing. That was bad. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. I'm gonna close GIMP. That was very bad. God, never have I done that before. Holy. I was just thinking of the cool S thing and how they have like a lot of sharp angles and then arc. That was bad. That was so bad. Radio's better anyways. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, GIMP was the problem. And GIMP was definitely what happened there. How do we serialize this from just regular Saturday? Serialize? Dot serialize. But then it needs a serializer. What is a serializer? Maybe we do need strategies. Hey, Dockracked, thank you for the follow. Despite all the shenanigans that you just saw. Unpo mice pass. It says pour les coffres. Oh, to Palace Francis. Francis. Cool ass thing, Bix in winter. True. You're gonna clip that because it's funny, but then you saw the preview. I'm an eye. Why is Al? Did you cancel it or do I need to delete the VOD? Do I need to delete the VOD? The clip, sorry, not the VOD. Oh, I should probably delete the VOD too. Oh my god, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. No one saw it though, right? You cancelled? Thank you. That was not good. That was a definite misstep. What the? What is this? Wait. What does this sound like in French for starters? And then we'll do the good thing. We'll read.
En vrai, c'est pas mal du tout.
It's a lot of writing for not much sound. Then we go from French to English. It's not bad at all. Oh, they're French. You are complimenting their French. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This thing is kind of OP. Like, it does my text to speech, and we can have it say different languages, and it translates for me. Oh my god. It's too powerful. Although I make it
En
read
vrai,
here.
c'est pas mal du tout.
It says it's so fast. Holy. Wait, how do we serialize this? Do we need Saturday Jason? I need this feature integrated into your brain on a chip. That would trivialize. Well, like you would run into problems though, because like the other day I did what did I do? We went from English to French. English into anything in the translator is always gonna be shit, because English is like the least solidified thing. So any translation you do from English is gonna be actually just wrong. What did I put in? It's like, it's burger time. And then it gave me, I don't think it gave me this. It gave me something else. Time to eat burger. Maybe I put that in. Yeah, it was this. It gave me temps pour manga du hamburger. Hamburger. And the cest one that we had, it's time for burger. Was recommended by Asterton. Although, oh, maybe there was this one, because this was actually meant to be SC dash, and it gives LL dash for some reason. Sounds in French have nothing to do with letters. How do you know what they sound like, though? Est des burger.
C'est temps de burger.
Okay, yeah, no, how do you know how things are pronounced if they're not related to the letters? I'm confused. How do I know the sounds in German? Because they are related to the letters, as opposed to English. I do not know the sounds in English, that's for sure. It's not wrong per se, it's just that the context is... Oh, this word, this thing, yeah, okay. Oh, we need to serialize this. So I guess we'll just get that adjacent and deal with that. I should probably have language learning time. Learn some of everything. And no école française. No. Morai Mashita. Morai Mashita. Is this how you want us to chat? Are you combining all of the languages into one sentence? Unlikely. You pronounce an E like in English E. We pronounce an I. We would pronounce an E in English like we pronounce I. I'm so confused. Different where le temps there kind of means the old time of here. You don't have enough German to get German in there. It just meant you learn the sounds. But they were saying the letters weren't attached to the sounds. Like the sounds were just completely unrelated to the letters that are there. But what you're saying is the I has a specific sound that's attached to it. So you know what it sounds like in German. For pronunciation, you have no idea how people learn it. You just know it doesn't make sense. I guess you're gonna see that here first. How does Duolingo teach French then? Is it just text? So they JSON to string to string. But also an E is pronounced like an E in German unless it's after an I and then it becomes the elongated I together. And you just learn that? What does that even mean? Teach. 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 The E is pronounced like an E in German unless it's after an I and then it becomes elongated. Well, that's still, the sounds are still related to the letters though. The sounds are still related to the letters that are there. Is the wording not that sounds in French have nothing to do with the letters? And you're saying the sounds in Germans have to do with the letters. That's like where I'm confused. Wait, did you say something to it? Same in Portuguese. I don't know. I don't know. It has to do with the letters, but it's ridiculously complicated. How do French sounds relate to letters? It's different in French because there's just more noises, but in general, German also has variations, is what you mean? French alphabet with pronunciation. Do you think this is a
A,
oh, it's ah. It's gonna be hard to remember.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M,
Isn't
N.
this wrong? Isn't this wrong? Because it's like oh
Z,
Z. You say Z. That seems wrong. Why is it relating it back to the normal English alphabet? One Korea. It's like Oiso is pronounced as Wazo. Is it? You remember X? Let's have a look. How does the TTS say it's pronounced?
Ozo,
Ozu?
ozo,
That sounds right, Ozu.
ozo.
Is French the reason for non spelling you see in dictionaries as a event? You found it speech note on FlatHub? Yeah. Oh, Ozu is a bird, right? Such distinctive names, much Googleable. It's also called DS note, depending on where you look. You remember passing some sign of French language in school? Shusei. Yeah, what is Shusei? Is that owl? I always forget what Shusei is. How do we spell that? It's like Shusei. I don't know if it even has a
Shuoti.
no, that's not how you spell it. I don't remember anymore. Yo. I go French. If I go French sample N5 test. They have like N5 tests. National 5 past papers. Is National 5 the easiest one? Or the hardest ones? A1, isn't that the hardest one? N5 is Japanese. So is 5 harder than 1? These all say A level. I don't even know what that means. C2 is the hardest. These are all British qualifications. Oh man, even if only I grew up in the country I was meant to grow up in, I would understand what all of these acronyms mean. What is an OCA? View question paper. Whoa. Full name of center. Town. Yo, they spelled center correctly. That's pretty good. Oh, this is French reading. French reading is something else. Use blue and black ink. Nice. It helps any A5 is paper size. Well done. A1 is the first level of European language. Text 1, you read about students who study abroad. Oh fuck, that's a lot of French. When did Anna arrive in France? She arrived in France. So, participant and exchange university in France. Okay, so she's at an exchange university from France or in France. Anna inquired about the Mexicans' parliament experiences. I don't know what that means. It's definitely wrong. Anna now lives. Or her recount. Anna's recount. She arrived in France. In France? Arrivee of France? Wait. Oh yeah, they did arrive in France, that's fine. Il y deux mois pour elle est in town. Her first thing was to check out the university. And then she saw the facilities and talked to the professors and tutors. She chose the appropriate cultural program. I'm not reading chat until I finish this. I don't know what the permit in the region means or how that's related to anything. And then we have a bunch of stuff that they're writing their dissertation, Tross Miller Motus exams finale. And, inquiry. Her experience in university wonder. So what is it? When did she arrive in France? She arrived in France instant start being I don't know when it's probably gonna be like It's probably gonna be like another fucking weather one. It's like, oh, it's autumn or something. And so it's just one of the words in here that I don't know. Things that are going well at university for Anna at the moment. What does she say? State any two things. So things that are going well are her dissertation exams, maybe? Don't know. Was continued. Why does she particularly like cultural activities offer? She particularly likes the offer because I'm gonna go with she has family in the region and is a little wise and a worried. Man, for entry level, this is pretty rough. Why does she feel better? Oh my god. Portuguese Tim todas as pronuncias mas and humendo las faz sentido dio. It's giving me PSD from trying to look up some references in academia to books written in French. Yeah, Galaxy Brain Bix is correct. I have no idea how close I was to this, but I definitely did not understand the French. I don't have the answers either, so it's not as fun as the other one I did. Sadly. Yo, there is N levels in French. N4/N5 listening practice. Oh really? Because the child you soak up knowledge in languages? I certainly didn't soak up not languages. I failed English. That's the only language I knew. I mean, technically I got an A in Japanese, but you know. We didn't even need to like do anything really. What is wrong with this? Two string. What do you mean the argument's incorrect? Does this need to be a reference? No. Oh, this should be a send data event. No, this is correct. Speaking a language is different to writing essays, interpreting poems, though, which is what you get graded for at school. I wouldn't know, I guess. I mean, actually, I do know because writing essays, interpreting poems I can't do that in English. I mean, like, clearly I can, but like, literally, like, fucking the worst part of English by far, like English class. Because I'm like, what the fuck? You want me to get the subtext on this fucking conversation? What do you mean subtext? Please, fuck off kindly. Ah! I got triggered by my previous English class. My voice is dead. Heck a low voice. Heck a low voice. Why is this not working? Man, I kind of died. You're too autistic to do it in your native language, let alone English. Yeah, exactly. You mean failing your mother tongue class has nothing to do with your ability at speaking it? Of course you are, salad. Yo, salad. Where's the hey salad. Hey salad. Yo, I got your next emo idea. And I know what you're gonna name it too. You should make your next emote like a salad being stepped on, and then you call it number 15. And then you have all of the tech contexts when someone uses that. And they can use it for both like subdom stuff as well as the number 15 variation at the same time. You really always had fun in German class. You loved interpreting stories and poems. Yeah, well, that's because German it looks cool. It doesn't look boring. But maybe I'm biased. Translating poems is one of the hardest translations anyone can do, and they expect students to do that. Does it mean salad's going to be getting a number 15? Burger King foot lettuce. You're going to order one up, salad? The BK salad. Or is it the BKF salad? Yeah, we didn't do any translations. Like, we were lucky we had Japanese class at all, because getting any teacher at all for like the schools like my primary school, it literally gave up on Japanese like class because we had a teacher for a while, and then we had like 6 teachers in the span of 6 weeks, and then they were like, nah, there's no Japanese class anymore, because they just gave up on trying to find a teacher that would stay. And then we had no Japanese class for all of primary school, and then high school we did have a Japanese class for 3 years, but then they got pregnant and then they left, and then they never got a replacement, and so there was just no more Japanese class. And so the only class that we had that was even related to language was English, and I guess history, but none of that covered anything other than something in English. But as the meme states, you don't want foot fungus in your salad. Tasting off 6 teachers in 6 weeks. You're super bad in English at school. Who wasn't? Who wasn't though? English in school is just like the most hard thing you can do, I know. Regardless if you're native or not. See, drama was a good class. I mean, I guess that makes more sense nowadays. Like back then, choosing to do drama class was a real like, whoa, that's a bit out there for you, Al. It's a bit of a wild choice. But it makes a bit more sense nowadays. Somehow 10 years later you're speaking more English than French. JLA teachers in AU are like dark arts teachers. JLA? What is JLA? You were commenting on Al's story? I'll have a look in a sec. The one Japanese teacher we did have in high school, they were like the best teacher you could ever ask for. Japanese language arts. Is language an art? Your question, is language an art? You know, people who would pay a premium for fungi salad. Oh my god. Disgusting. Is language art? Is language art? Language should be humanity, which is usually arts in university. The art of speaking, free language arts versus reading. Ooh. Includes grammar, writing, vocabulary, and speaking. Develops communication, critical thinking, creativity, writing, grammar, vocabulary, speaking. Improve overall language. Reading is comprehension on focus on decoding, fluency, comprehension, analysis, decoding, analysis, decoding. Oh my god. They're like, how do we have the same box 4 times so we can have a table? They found the solution. They found the solution to have the same box 4 times. Ooh, so they had a table. Poetry and songwriting. Is songwriting an art? I guess so. Oh man, my brain is somewhere else. It's gone somewhere else. Language is just a protocol in which you make art. Oh, that's true. See, Asterton's speaking my language. Poetry. Yo, what is the purpose of poetry? Sounds exactly the sort of thing an LLM would do. That's true. What does poetry even do or mean? What is the point of it? Like, I feel like poetry is in the same categories of song just because I don't understand it. Poetry sounds cool. Does it sound better in other languages? Because I know it just sounds like someone, like in English, at least all the poetry I've come across in English, they're like, oh, it infers these 6 billion things. And I'm like, you fucking what, mate? What do you mean it infers these 6 billion things? Like, then poetry is the study of Edgar Allan Poe. English poetry sounds cool to you? Yeah. How come? What does English poetry sound? See, like, okay. To be fair, most of the poetry that we were taught in school was Anzac poetry. And Anzac poetry is a bunch of war people being sad because they're like fucking off doing war, basically. And they're like, oh my god, my loved one's at home, sagged. Oh my god, my friend died, sagged. Like, we never did anything cool. Like, we always did like the sad, serious things. And so like when I think of poetry, I'm like, oh, it's the thing where they like try to be sad without like saying they're sad, and it's like fucking awful. So maybe I just haven't had enough poetry exposure. Wait, how has Aston not seen enough hackathons? I've seen lots of hackathons, but how has Aston not? Wait, what? Unless hackathon is something else completely. We say in our language itself, but ours are based on poetry, and on your PC. Poetry in general is book. The German poetry is greater than any other poetry. Yeah, I should learn German. More people being sad is 98% of German literature from past century. But before that, you have some really beautiful poetry. You remember Bulwerk's poem about German guns from Blackadder goes forth. Yeah, I don't know, like... What the... Used to hate reading and books. What do you mean you hate reading and books? What do you mean reading in books? Since used to hate. What does hate reading in books mean? You hate reading books? Oh, French ones or just English ones? Brain is not braining him either. Me either. Like, what's wrong with this? I have no idea. This is a Fimsh communication, right? What is this event? Send game data. It's a string. And then we unwrap it and then it becomes a string. What? The arguments, how are they wrong though? You literally take in a turn order struct, and this is literally a turn order struct. Yeah, I need to learn some languages. What? How do we, like, what? What's wrong with these brackets? I didn't think that was what was wrong with them. There's not enough of them. Yes, but now we're back to the same problem, mismatch types. Results? How did we get a result again? Oh, this is... The bracket should be before the unwrap. What? Oh, what does this mean? Expected a reference. Mismatch types. Expected a reference? No. Off topic, but related to code on screen? Sure. My brain keeps gets happy seeing Saturday by the look of it and the combination of letters and how your brain thinks it's pronounced. How does your brain think it's pronounced? I just say Saturday just because I suppose that's what my brain decided it sounded like to pronounce. Wait, no, this is send game data. Yeah, Saturday is pretty cool. I like it too. There's another word that looks the same as it in terms of shape. And it's what is it? It's I don't know. Saturday's pretty cool though. Okay, so when the host joins the game, the other host, they send game data to everyone. Oh, I know why I had this be a separate thing, because like when someone else joins, we need to send the game data to them. Huh. Huh. I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Am I cooked already? I mean, that makes sense. I did do improv. I did do improv today, so I should expect myself to be cooked earlier. And then language stuff is certainly not easy. Not that I did much. Not that I did much. I should find some language things that I can purposefully like do some learning that's not gonna abuse me like Duolingo does. Yo, did we want to see the Dumpy again? Is anyone interested in seeing Dumpy yet again? The Dumpy of Duolingo. Oh my god. Thank you for watering me, Exia. Ready for the Dumpy? Here it is. Look at that Dumpy. Like what the... What am I even looking at? I need a non-abusive helper. Wait. Yeah, I think I'm done today. I think we're done. We covered some interesting concepts today.
À cet instant, c'est du mango, tant pis.
A stat ancient says Duolingo dumpy.
That was Prudence.
A statistician says Duolingo dumpy.
This for serialization and deserialization? Oh, nice.
A statistician says franchise pork.
À cet instant, c'est français pub.
Front set pog. I think we're just gonna go with the comfy raid today. Yeah, they've only been live for 40 minutes. Yeah, we'll just go comfy raid. I don't feel adventurous right now. Yeah.
A statistician says our EST trop mimi.
Well, like, Doc Rect also spelled deserialization and serialization wrong, so like it's not even BE. Is it BE or is it BA? I always forget. Oh, you said AE, so it's BE. It's not even BE. They spelt it as AE. LS to drop a minute? What does minute mean? Minute. It's here French.
À cet instant, c'est Aoul est trop mimi.
Drop mini. Translate that. What's it? It's from French to English. Al is too mini. I'm too mini. What does that mean? Drop mini. Mimi? Does it even help? Is mini? Anyway, have a good one and see you all tomorrow.